Hello my dear beautiful bastards and welcome to Astroneer. We're gonna go land on the planet and I'll briefly explain how to properly start your journey. Before wandering around, you should understand a couple of rules that the game has, so just stay near the pod and listen. The backpack can be accessed with Q and it features a couple of indicators that can save your life. The yellow bar is your power, which gives you the ability to terraform the world around you. If you don't have additional power sources, you'll need to wait until it recharges very slowly. The light blue bar is your oxygen. This bar, as well as your power, is connected to the pod with this blue cord. As long as the blue cord shows, you are connected to an endless supply of oxygen thanks to the immense glory of the pod. As soon as you move away a bit too much, the cord is gonna be gone and you'll start losing oxygen. Now hold your bananas, don't go running around and panicking yet. We gotta take a look at the base building aspect of the game. This is necessary for you to actually develop any sort of progress while playing. You can't spend all day terraforming dicks, alright? So the way base building is done is by extending the plops. We're gonna call them plops cause they make a nice plopping sound when they're built. You use resin first to extend the plop. To find resin, you can quickly go explore the nearby area. However, you will likely come across compound first. Both of these materials are vital to the growth of your space village and are comparable to cocaine. Now I don't know have you ever had cocaine, but once you use it, you'll want more because it will open doors to a world that you cannot easily access. That is what compound does. It allows you the creation of a ton of essential items and you should probably always be on the lookout for it. If you manage to encounter a decent deposit, you'll have 2 or maybe 3 blocks of compound, so you should probably create a set of tethers and a small solar dish. The dish can be attached to the side of the backpack and it will generate more power on your character during the day, even without the connection of the blue cord. The set of tethers that you get can be placed using T and they extend the range of your blue cord. This means that you can simply have a huge cord connecting a certain area with your main base, which provides you with both power and oxygen. Now before you extend anything anywhere, it would be nice to actually find some resin. If you pick a side and run along, you will likely come across a deposit. You need 3 blocks of resin to expand your base with a structure. 1 block extends the small plop that can be used to place extra items on or to expand the storage, but initially we will use it to create a structure. 2 additional resin blocks will transform the small plop into a buildable structure. You gain the ability to build a printer, a research station, a smelter, and a vehicle bay. You might have noticed that all of these require additional resources to be built. The main focus at start should be the smelter and the research station, which can both be built with compound. So the next step is to gather more resin and compound. Just running around near the base should result with success in finding both materials, but in case you have trouble navigating, you can place the cursor on your character, which will display the compass. After a few minutes, both the research station and the smelter should be built. To make them actually work, you need additional power, and to get that, the easiest thing to do would be to build a solar dish again. If you have 2 additional blocks of compound, that will allow you to build 2 solar dishes, 1 for each structure. Now that we have the base prepared, we can go search for ore and research items. Luckily I landed on a very curious spot that had a bunch of research items on these weird rocks, so I didn't need to go far to research a couple of things. Basically, while exploring, you will encounter large boxes and balls that contain technologies necessary to continue building and expanding your little village. Keep in mind that the structures will be useless until the power meter completely fills up. Only then will you be able to make them work. Finding ore is the next step. This is best done by exploring caves, but caves are a bit difficult to keep track of in case you go back and forth without using tethers. To combat this problem, you can simply drop a beacon at the cave entrance and you'll know where to go. For your first real exploration attempt, it is best using tethers until you encounter a cave. Alternatively, you can go run in any direction, and once you find a cave, you drop a beacon, run back, and then use tethers to connect yourself directly to the cave. Going blind is not advisable because you can end up with a long tether line that goes nowhere, but there are a lot of caves all over the place, so you should be fine. You can always use terraforming to your advantage when in caves. If you use Alt when terraforming, you will create the ground as opposed to deleting it with a simple click. If you want to flatten the area, use Control along with the mouse button. Just make sure you don't fall into a pit and lose all of your power, because then you will die. So once in a cave, you'll likely encounter red and yellow materials. Laterite is the red aluminum ore, while malachite is the yellow copper ore. They are mined the same way as other materials and they create blocks of ore within your backpack. I had an accident that killed me, so this is a good opportunity to explain what happens when you die. You drop all of your items and spawn back at base. An automatic indicator appears that tells you where you died, so it can serve as a beacon replacement, which is quite convenient. Currently, the only things that can kill you are falling, green gas in caves, and storms. I especially liked dying to the storm twice in 3 seconds. As for the gas, you need to terraform under the plants that farted so they collapse and stop the terror. As soon as you have enough copper and aluminum, you should gather more compound and resin and build the remaining two structures, the printer and vehicle bay. Printer allows you to create larger items that can be used in a few different ways. You can build seats for your rovers and trucks, large solar panels, batteries, generators, and a few other things, depending on how many boxes and balls have you opened in your research station. I think this is a good moment to stop and let you continue your journey on your own or with your friends. There are many more items to research, materials to find, things to build, and I hope I helped you understand the basic mechanics that the game has. Please make sure to let me know if you have any questions about the game, or if you wish to see more tutorials, updates, or just any videos regarding Astroneer. Thanks for watching, I have been Petard, your glorious lord, and may the blessings of Petardia eternally touch your butt.